The best way I could put it is like, I just felt sick. And like, it's like the sickness that you feel whenever your blood sugar is that high, like before you actually get diagnosed, is like an undescribable type of sickness.
In the fall before his 7th grade football season, Beau Corrales started feeling tired all the time. He did not have the strength to get out of bed. He lost the fire to play the game he loved. It was then that he was diagnosed with Type I Diabetes, a disease that destroys the pancreas's ability to produce insulin. Going from being an active kid to all of a sudden just feeling lethargic all the time and just not wanting to get up. I'm sure that was scary for you and for your parents.
Absolutely. And I mean, like, I was more relieved whenever I found out like what it was, just because like I was like, okay, thank God, like I know why I feel like this.
From everything I've gathered, you have a pretty close-knit family, so I'm sure your parents were shattered by that. What was their reaction?
I remember my dad, like, I was sitting on like the hospital bed, and my dad like just kept asking the doctors. They're like, "Are you sure that it's Type I diabetes? Like, it can't be anything else." Like, he just didn't want to believe it. And my mom, she was in tears too.
Beau did not let the diagnosis slow him down. He became a football star in his hometown of Georgetown, Texas. He received several Division I offers before committing to play football for UNC. What was it about UNC that felt like home?
I mean, it just felt like family, and like, I mean, I had visited other places, and like, it just didn't quite have that same feel. So I just felt confident in coming here. They were the only school, whenever I came on a visit, that had like the training staff like put together like a whole little slideshow talking about like how they're gonna help me manage my Type I while I was like going to school with them. And so that played a really big part as well, especially like from my parents. Like, my mom like felt really confident with me going here just because she knew that like there'd be people here to take care of me. At
the beginning of his junior season, Corrales made a new friend with whom he had a lot in common. Probably one of the more talked about relationships that you forged this year was with Coach Longo's daughter.
I think I met Gianna. I mean, it was last spring, but I remember Longo had like just told me, he was like, "Hey, that's my daughter over there. She's also Type I. Like, she'd love to like say what's up to you real quick if you have a chance." And so I did, and I mean, like, immediately from the time I first talked to her, I mean, like, she's just a goofball. So like, we're always like on the field and stuff, like during spring ball and like in fall camp, like you'll see us like running around the field, like trying to spray each other with water bottles and stuff, like just trying to get after it and stuff. But she's a swimmer, and so she was kind of just telling me like what her routine is, trying to get her sugars right for like swim meets and stuff. And I told her what I was doing to make sure my sugars were right for practice, and she was like, she let me know what she uses to get her blood sugar up when it goes down and stuff, just like the typical Type I talk, I guess. But I mean, it's definitely nice being able to have, I think especially for her too. I mean, both of us, anytime like I think two Type I's are able to talk and just communicate on a friendship level, I mean, like you're automatically friends because you know like the stuff that they go through.
This is probably the closest I've been to seeing somebody on an athletic team help another person firsthand, because I have watched it drastically affect and influence my daughter. So Beau has been a huge positive in her life the last year. When she met Beau, she started making comments about just being able to do anything she wanted to do, and if Beau can do it, I can do it.
She's younger than what I was whenever I was diagnosed, but I think it definitely makes you grow up a little bit quicker than what you normally would without it. So as much as she is a goofball, like there's definitely like this total like responsible kind of grown character that lives within her, and so it's interesting to be able to see that in her.
Is there any message that you would send to someone in your shoes, so an aspiring athlete of really any kind? Like what would you tell them?
Whatever it is you want to do in life, Type I or not, I mean, like, if you put your mind to it and work hard enough for it, there's no telling how far you can go and the limits that you can reach, so just go for it.